I wanted to talk today about this swing set. It's called the Sportspower Super 8 Fun Metal Swing. It's $249 on the Walmart website. We bought this swing set last year around March, and I wanted to take you outside and show you what it looks like a year later and let you know my honest feedback for this swing set. So here's the swing set. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't decide to pour on me while I am reviewing this swing set. It's already a little wet because it's already rained a little bit. So let's start here at the slide. So this is the slide, and as you can tell, it's a little crooked because it gets moved back and forth in the yard when my husband mows. So I don't really recommend moving this swing set around because I feel like it's adding some damage to the swing set by moving it so much. And you can see a little bit of rust, and this is kind of loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, but here's an up close. This I think is plastic. This is metal. There's a little bit more rust. As far as the slide part of the swing set, the kids don't slide down it much. I'm not sure why. They don't really like the slide, so I would think about that when you're buying this, because I don't know, it just seems like a lot of kids don't use the slide. Maybe your kid does. If you'll notice, it has 2 steps, and if you'll notice, this bottom one has bent, and as you can see, there's some rust right there. There's only 2 steps, which made me really nervous for my 2-year-old. He's a short guy, and so only providing 2 steps is kind of makes me a little nervous. If you notice the huge gap between this top step and the slide, it's a pretty big gap there. Alright, so let's move on to this saucer. This part inside here is metal. And this has busted 2 lips because a kid has come up behind it and it's hit him in the mouth and it's hurt them pretty good. So I'm either going to take one of the pool noodles and cut it and maybe duct tape it to this. I said I was going to do that last year and I didn't do it. But you know what? The kids don't get in this much. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because when you're in this, you cannot sit up. You have to lay down when you're in this. Because if you sit up, what happens when it swings is it throws the kid back and then they whack their head on this metal pole. So you have to be laying down flat in there or you're going to get hurt, which is a little annoying. Let's look at the chain here. It is covered in this like soft plastic. It does get grimy and dirty. I actually pressure washed it and got it somewhat clean. But you know, that's normal. This is an outdoor toy, so it's normal for it to get dirty. But it can be cleaned if you want to clean it. As far as the quality of this, it's pretty good quality. There's no rips that I know of. It has held up well. My husband actually likes to get in here and lay in it. He enjoys it, I think, more than the kids. Let's go up here to the top. Everything looks like it's holding together pretty good. Nothing looks like it's falling apart. You know, just a little bit of rust here and there, which I guess is normal for an outdoor toy. Okay, let's go to this thing right here. We had a neighbor friend over, and I think that's when it got broken. But if you look here, it's just very wobbly. And there used to be another screw right here that actually fell out. I didn't see when it happened, but I mean, the kids can still ride on it. It's just a little wobbly. And if you look at the seats, you know, they're definitely worn down. You know, it's definitely worn. It's only a year old, so I don't know if that's good for a year or not. I mean, this seat has a crack in it. But, I mean, I feel like it still has some play left in it. At the top, everything looks great up here. Nothing's coming apart or loosening. Here we have a swing, and then we have another one beside it. The kids enjoy the swings the most out of this swing set. This is where they play the most. So I kind of wish that this wasn't here and it was another swing. I think that would be perfect because I have 3 kids. So they fight over the 2 swings. And again, if you look at the chain covering, you know, it's pretty gross right now, but it can be cleaned. It's held together pretty well. No problems with it coming off. It's pretty safe. I mean, if you look here, this piece has come out from underneath this hook, but I don't think it's affected the safety. Oh, it's starting to rain. Okay, so let's move on to the last one. Here we have a horse, which was really, really cool when I saw it online. I mean, for it to have a horse, I thought that was pretty cool. My daughter actually drew some eyes. I don't know if you can see it, but she drew an eye on the horse. My kids have all 3 been able to sit on this horse, but I think it's made for 2. 2 can easily fit here. And then there's handles here that they hold on to. As far as swinging in this, it doesn't seem like it's that easy. I feel like I have to push them when they're on it. It seems like it's difficult for them to push it themselves, like when you're on a swing, they pump their legs and they can move. With this, it's kind of hard for them to move it on their own. But, I mean, they still do get on it from time to time. If you look up here, we have a little bit of rust here, quite a bit of rust here, but it's still holding together fairly well. You can see the paint chipping off, some more rust. These spots here are for when I taped balloons, which I don't recommend because it left behind this residue. See, this is like a side support beam here. It's held together pretty good. If you look here, this got a dent, and so it's starting to rust a little bit near the dent. When the kids are swinging on this, and my son, he goes really high, I feel like this swing set holds pretty well to the ground. Unless you had this packed full of kids and they were all swinging high and all playing, you know, pretty rough, you know, then that's when I have seen it tilt up from the ground. But it really hasn't been much of a problem that I've noticed as far as safety goes. As far as the overall feel of this swing set and what I think about it, I'm glad we bought it. It was a really, really good deal, I feel like. The kids have enjoyed it. When they come outside, they go right to it. My son loves to swing. As far as the reason I bought it because of this. And I was disappointed from it because it's pretty dangerous. But, I mean, you know, they still like to swing. So, I hope this helped you guys. If you're looking for a swing set, I would encourage you to try to find reviews about it. And it is now starting to rain, so I'm going to go inside. Thanks for watching.